Hello and welcome to another video. It's good to have you along. My name is Elmo, but you can call me this guy because basically I'm not that guy. And my surname can be a bit tricky to pronounce. Today I'm taking a look at all of these buttons. Yes, it's the delay pedal by Mooer, known as the Ocean Machine, designed together with Mr. Devin Townsend. He's one of my favorite singers and musicians ever. So I'm going to take a look at this pedal. Is it any good? We'll find out after this intro. Okay, so today I'm taking a look at the Mooer Ocean Machine. Here it is, and here's a picture of it. Now, it has a ton of different features. It has 2 delays and a reverb, and you can select the type of delay, both in delay A and delay B, and the type of reverb in the reverb section. And you can have one on at a time, or all 3, or just 2. And you can program the thing. Hey, this is packed with features. It also has a looper, which I'm not going to take a look at today, but because basically I'm interested in the reverbs and the delays and how they sound and how this thing fares. It also has MIDI connections on the back. You can run an expression pedal into it, but I'll just look at the basics of it. You can run it either in preset mode where you have presets that you've programmed, or you can have it in play mode where you just select delay A, B and the reverb and turn them on and off. Okay, so the reverb section has a bunch of different reverbs, room, hall plates and so on, reverse, spring, modulated, filter and all that kind of stuff, distorted and flanger reverb. I think it is FL verb. We'll see in a second, because the display says what's on and what's not. Delay B has digital, analog, tape, real, dynamic, galaxy, modulated, dry mod, and mod inverse. And delay A has digital, analog, tape, echo, liquid, rainbow, crystal, low bit, and fuzzy. Now, what we're all interested in knowing is, how does it sound? Well, I'll get it hooked up and be right back. Okay, so welcome back. Now, before I start, what I forgot to say was that you can get this pedal for $250 on Amazon. That's not a lot for a pedal that has all of these features. But hey, basically sound is what counts, so we'll see how it sounds. You can get it second hand on eBay, so you might save a few bucks. But yeah, so let's start out with the reverb section. Now, I won't do all of these different ones because we'll be here all day. What I'm interested in is kind of practical applications, not the kind of left field stuff. So I'll do the room and the hall and fiddle with delay times and or decays and so on and so forth, so that you get a picture of what it would be like in basic use. And then I'll do a couple of maybe of more ambient sounds and see how that works. Okay, so here first of all is just a basic room sound with I'll take decay to halfway and see how that sounds. Now, this is my tone without anything. And the thing that always worries me when I try a new delay or reverb pedal is, will it affect the sound? Because I put it in the loop. And I know for a fact that this one doesn't. This is what it sounds like with the reverb on. That's quite a lot of reverb, so I'll take down the mix a bit. Now that's a fairly usable room sound. I could take down the reverb a bit still and shorten the decay so it's a shorter reverb. Now if I add some drive to it, and it seems I've forgotten my noise gate, so I'll just hook that up. Okay, so here it goes with the Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive. I'm turning it off. So it doesn't color your sound, which is very, very nice. Okay, so that's the room. Now you could, of course, have a hall type sound. Instantly a bit more. Now we could add tons of, I was about to say delay, but reverb, and lengthen the decay. Now, as you can hear, this one does huge reverbs. I'll fiddle with the tone a bit because it has a tone knob for the reverb as well, so take all the tone down. Now, as you can hear, the reverb just got very dark, so that's a cool feature to have as well. I'll add a lot more, so decay is at 3 o'clock and the mix is halfway. Now what it also has is a shimmer effect, so you can add a layer above the regular reverb, and that sounds like this. Now this is getting very much into the Devin Townsend type of territory where there's a lot. So some shimmer added. Okay, shimmer on full. Ooh, that sounds nice. That's the kind of thing that I could sit around and play with for ages. Okay, so let's do the spring reverb to see if we could do a basic type of amp sound or amp reverb. Take back the mix and the decay, and this is what it sounds like. I have to say, I think it sounds very nice. I don't really use reverb for distorted sounds, and I very rarely use a short reverb. I usually like a long reverb for my cleaner stuff. But I have to say, this sounds very good indeed, and is something that's very, very usable. Okay, so here's a modulated reverb where I add decay and add a bit of reverb to the mix just so you can hear. Here's the clean. Okay, so that's instantly getting into territory that's not for me, but it might be for someone else. Okay, so then we have delay B, and I'll just go with analog now and see how that sounds. I have the mix at roughly 9 o'clock, and we'll see what that sounds like. Okay, take back on the feedback a bit and on the time. Sounds very usable. Very usable indeed. So if you prefer digital delay, you could use that instead. So if you plan on using this pedal simply as kind of 3 pedals where you turn off and on reverbs and delay A and B, then you could conceivably get one type of slightly drier delay and have a bigger delay in the other section. So that would be something like this if I put on an analog delay and have a bit more of it. So that way you have a lot more going on. So you could switch between the two. So if you want to play, let's say, with slightly drier sound but still have some delay, you could switch from A to B and back and forth depending upon the parts in the song, which is a very handy feature. It also has the digital delay, it has tape delay and well, all sorts of stuff, echo, liquid. Well, let's just see what, for instance, the liquid sounds like. So that's very much a modulated delay type thing. And it's sounding, everything is sounding great. Now, I forgot one thing, which was to check the FL reverb, what that was. If we put that on, oh, it doesn't say, it just says FL reverb, but it sounds like this. Yeah, that's flanger for you. Now, personally, for me, the way I would use this is basically, this is the only delay pedal I would need, or only delay slash reverb pedal I'd need. So this would eliminate the need for me to have either multiple pedals or have one pedal that does two things and then one pedal that does another thing. So I could get something like this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so because you can stack the effects on top of each other, you could get something really long and ambient going. So this is delay number B, delay number 2, delay B. So that's what I have going there, which is a fairly basic type of delay. And then I could add a second delay on top of that. And then I could add the reverb on top of that. Okay, so that makes it a very usable pedal, even though it has a load of really kooky and weird applications. I'm not gonna go through all that because I'm not basically too interested. But if we just take a fuzzy delay, let's say this is a fuzzy delay. Or lo-fi or low bit. And add something else kooky to it, like a filtered reverb and a tri-modulated delay. That would be something like this. So there's really a ton of stuff going on with this pedal. Another great feature is that you have a stereo out, so if you're playing, like, let's say straight into the mixing board or into your DAW using just going straight into the pedal, you get a stereo signal which will sound even fancier than just through my Marshall in mono, and that's nice. But for me, the real selling point of this pedal is that because you can program it and because it does really basic usable reverbs and delays, and because it does all of the kooky stuff as well, all of that ambient stuff, you can use it for all kinds of things, basically. Because it even has the looper, you can use that if you're so inclined. So for me, this really seems like the pedal that would be the only delay pedal that I would need, and especially because it doesn't destroy the sound when you put it in the loop, because I've had that experience with a bunch of delay pedals where I put them in the loop, turned them on, and it seemed like someone threw a blanket over the speaker. This one doesn't do it. It's brilliant. It sounds great. It comes in a metal housing, so it's rugged. Now, it's cheap. $250 for something like this is not a lot. So I don't know. I don't know what the construction inside is like. I don't know about reliability. But hey, for that price you can buy two and have a spare one. Because it sounds great. And knowing that Devin Townsend is kind of a tone freak in certain ways, I am certain that it has been made at least fairly well. I suspect he wouldn't put his name on something that's junk. The interface is intuitive, even though it has a bunch of different knobs. They do what they say on the tin, and yeah, it's really easy to use. Now, I programmed a couple of presets the other day. Now, let's just see, here's preset 1, which is just an analog delay. So this would be my basic kind of lead delay, roughly. And then we go to preset B, which is another analog delay, sorry. And then we go to preset 1C, which is something totally different again. Yeah, what can I say? It sounds great. It has all the bells and whistles you could want, and you can program it and you can use it as a regular pedal. I mean, for me, what's not to like? It's great. Yeah, it does everything, and the shimmer is a nice effect. So, that's all I have for you today. That's the Mooer Ocean Machine in a nutshell. I'll put a link below where you can get it if you're so inclined, and I'll leave you with a bit more ambient playing on this very nice piece of gear. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please press like. Please press like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to comment. Let me know what you thought, and please, if you have something that you think is better and does the job, or has features, let me know. Like I've heard New Neighbor has that one pedal that I forget the name of, a reverb pedal that's supposed to be absolutely brilliant, although it just does reverb. But still, let me know if you have any experiences with stuff like that, and support me on Patreon, because I buy all the gear that I review, so you get an honest review. I really, really like this pedal. This is great. Yeah, that's all I have for you today. Here's a bit more of something in my throat, so I'm just gonna yeah, sorry. I'll leave you with a bit more ambient playing.